Barbara, and what nation are you from? What would you tell me? Black? Is there a land of black? Can we go back to black? If I say go visit black, where is that? Africa. That's a whole continent, right? So if I ask you what nation you from, that's a specific nation in the continent, right? So if I was to ask you what nation of people we come from, what nation? You don't understand? Yes, ma'am. Get Isaiah 1 and 3. Okay? Nation means what nation you from, right? Like we in America right now, right? But we're not from America, right? We're not from America. You do know that, right? So what you're telling me is you don't know your nationality. And it's okay, because I didn't know mine either, right? So you don't know. Listen to this, sis. Read.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So it says the ox knows who his owner is, right? He knows who he belongs to. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
It says a donkey even knows where his master's crib is, right? Listen to this, sis.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
It says the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel. Read.
Doth not know.
He say they don't know. The nation of Israel, they don't know. Read.
My people does not consider.
He say my people don't even consider where they from. So listen, this is the first. How y'all doing? Okay, how y'all doing? All right, let me teach y'all what nation y'all from, and then we're going to talk about Christ, okay? So you hear that, sis? It says God people say they not going to know where they from. He say the Israelites, Israel, they don't know where they come from. That's what we out here to do. Teach our people who they are according to the Bible, where we come from, where we falling from, and what we got to do to get back. That's important for us to understand, because the conditions that we in, sis, the reason we in these conditions is because we don't know. God say we don't know. We don't even consider where we from. We don't consider what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we out here. We travel from far to come out here for y'all, for our people, because we love you, right? How y'all young brothers doing? What's your name, man? How you doing? My name, Soldier Abram. What's your name right here? Peanut. How you doing? I'm Abram. So you say y'all think, sis, stay with me. Let me educate these kids real quick, and then we're going to talk. Yes, ma'am. So y'all say y'all think Christ white. Why you think that? Let me ask you this. Hey, do you think anybody ever seen Christ? Y'all don't think nobody seen Christ? So you think Jesus Christ came and died on the cross and nobody seen him do that? That's all right. Give me the book of Revelation. I'm going to read to you, because listen, everything you want to know about Christ is in the Bible. Y'all read the Bible? You do read the Bible? I'm going to tell you about Christ. It's right here in the Bible. Start at 1.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It's the revelation of Jesus Christ. Revelation means to reveal. So I'm going to reveal to you what Jesus Christ looked like, right? Jump to 10.
Verse 10. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet.
So he said he heard somebody calling behind him, right? He heard a voice behind him. Read.
Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
You hear that? He said, what you see, he said, write in a book. So that means somebody seeing Christ, right? He said he heard his voice, and then he turned around and looked, and he said, the things that you see, he said, write these in the book. And we talking about Christ, right? How you doing, sis? What's your name? Angie. How you doing, Angie? I'm about to educate these young brothers on what Christ looked like, right? Jump to 14. Now, this is going to give you the description of Christ. This is exactly what Christ looked like. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it says the hairs that was on his head and on his face, it said they were white like wool, right? Have y'all ever seen an older man, a wise man with gray hair on his face? Right? It looks white, right? Read.
As white as snow.
Right, so he said that the hair on his face was white, and they said it was like wool, right? What type of people on earth got woolly hair? What woolly hair look like? I'll give you a hint. Great, that's white, right? But we're talking about the wool part, right? The woolly hair. Who got woolly hair? Like a sheep. Who got hair like a sheep, right? What nation of people, what people got hair like a sheep? What type of people have woolly hair? Yeah, I was about to say, what's your name, ma'am? What's this? How you doing? So look at her hair. She got woolly hair. Look at my man. What's your name right here? Son got woolly hair. I got woolly hair. Soldier Lozaz got woolly hair, right? So he says the hairs on his face and on his head were white, and the texture of it was like wool. So look at sis right here. Look at him. Look at me. Look at his hair. What's common about all of us? We all got woolly hair, right?
Yes, sir.
And what type of people are we? Black. That's the first hint, right? It says that Christ had white and woolly hair. Who got woolly hair? Black people, right? That's hint number one. Continue to read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
You hear that? It said his feet was like fine brass, right? So if everybody take their shoes off, since you got sandals on, right? Look at the top of your foot. Is the top of your foot the same color as your arm? Same color as your leg? Same color as your face? So whatever color your feet are, that's the color of your body, right? Everybody understand that, right? Read that last part about his feet one more time.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It said his feet look like fine brass. Brass. Y'all know what color brass is? I'll give you a hint. That's right, sis. It's brown. It's brown like a penny. Y'all seen a penny?
Yeah.
That's the color of brass, right? So it said that his feet were like fine brass. So we already discussed that if your feet look like your legs, look like your arms, look like your face, and it's brown, what color was Christ?
Brown.
Brown with woolly hair. What type of man was Christ?
Brown.
Now listen to this. Now this is very important. Because in our community, we got a little stigma going on, you know what I'm saying? We light skin, dark skin. Listen, I'm going to tell you specifically how Christ looked. We already know he brown, right? I'm going to tell you how brown he is. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. Now, if you take anything on this earth, and you burn it, what color is going to turn? Black. So if Christ had woolly hair like black people, he had skin like a penny that looked like a penny that looked like it's been burnt. Black. What color was Christ?
Black.
A black man. Not only was he a black man, he's a dark black man. He's a dark black man. Y'all got to understand that. You got to understand that. It's important for you to learn Christ to look like how you look. Because when you understand that Christ look like you, then you can see Christ in each other. We can see Christ in each other.
Hallelujah.
That means we can do right to each other. Now listen, sis, I already asked you. Let me ask the rest of y'all. Y'all too. Y'all four. Right? How you doing, sir? What's your name? Junior. Junior? How you doing, Junior? I'm Abel. All right. So listen, let me ask y'all.
I'm going to check on my grandbaby.
All right, hurry up and come back. I got to tell you this, sis. What nation of people y'all from? What nation? What's your nationality?
Black.
You say black. What's your nationality? Black. What's your nationality? Nationality. Mexican. From Mexico. All right. So listen, y'all say y'all black, right? Now, if I ask Junior, where can he go? Can he go to Mexico? Can you go to Mexico? Right, because it's a country, right? Now, if I ask y'all what's y'all's nationality, y'all said black. Where can you go to black? Where is black? There's no land that you can go in black. You say Africa, right? Africa is a whole continent, though, right? That's not a specific country. And how do people get over here? Are we from this land, or were we brought over here? We were brought over here, right? So you can't say you American. You can't say African because you don't know where you're from. And you can't say black because that's a color, right?
Hey, like you said, you from Mexico, right? And a brother made the point about we can go to where you say you from, right? What's the difference between Mexico and the United States? Just the border, right? So we not saying that to say that y'all any different, because us and them, we the same people.
That's right.
We just different shades. We the same people. Same struggle, same oppressor, same history. What you see on these signs, we all went through that. Slavery.
That's right.
Being auctioned off, being sold. To this day, his people are being held captive against their will by ICE.
Amen.
Right? The illegal immigrants and all of that, right?
Right.
Amen.
So we not making a distinction between y'all two, but he was making a point. when you go to the land of Africa, like he was saying, right? Do y'all know where specifically do we got to go to learn about our ancestors and things of that nature? Like, when y'all land in Africa, where y'all going?
We go to heaven. We go to heaven. I don't know.
Right. So like the brother was saying, it's a large continent. Like, we say we from Africa, but we really don't know where we from.
No,
Right?
Right.
And Mexico. Who inhabited Mexico before it was called Mexico?
Man.
The Aztec Indians, right? So what happened to them? The Europeans came over here. It was colonized. It was conquered by the conquistadors, and they named it Mexico, right? Give me Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. What I'm about to read to y'all applies to all of us. The people you see on this sign right here, y'all looked at this sign yet? Y'all looked at this sign yet? These are the 12 tribes of Israel. These are God's chosen people. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? These are God's people listed right here on this chart. Now watch this. Jeremiah 17 verse 4.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So God is talking to Jeremiah. He said, you and your people, y'all going to discontinue from y'all heritage. Do y'all know what comes with a heritage? Let me ask you, what comes with a heritage? You don't know? You don't, okay. Do you know what comes with a heritage? Traditions? Like what? Food, culture. Okay. I like to put it in L's in terms of the 3 L's. Land, language, and laws. Right? That's what every culture got. That's what every heritage got. Like China, right? They live in the land of China. They speak the Chinese language. And they, like you said, the customs, traditions, and all that. They got a Chinese New Year. They got you see what I'm saying? They got their own religion, so on and so forth. All of that comes with the heritage. God said to the Israelites that they were what?
Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So, like I just asked you, right? In Mexico, before it was Mexico, it was inhabited by who? The Aztec Indians. Did the people disappear? Did the people disintegrate? Or y'all still exist? But do y'all identify as what y'all identify? No, because y'all fit with the Bible, what God said what happened to the Israelites.
That's right.
Y'all discontinued from y'all heritage. You understand? Black people, why we call ourselves black? Why we don't know specifically where we from in Africa? What language did we speak? What was our custom? Did we always keep the New Year at January 1st? Or is that something we learned from the oppressor, from the slave master? Did they force us to do that? Exactly. Why did that happen? We reading it right here in the Bible. Did y'all grow up in church? Y'all grew up in church? Okay. Did the church, because this is the same Bible that was in the pews, on Sunday, Sunday school, this the same Bible. Did the pastor ever show y'all and explain why blacks went through slavery?
No.
Why blacks lost and confused about who they are?
No.
What, like, is the doctrine like, well, God ain't really, he ain't go into that? Is that the doctrine? Because I would think that I could go to the Bible, I could go to God and figure out where I come from.
That's right.
Figure out why I went through slavery. You got to imagine your forefathers getting whipped. Don't you think they was like, God, why? When they was getting whooped, when they was getting yokes of iron put on them.
Bring it up.
Guess what? The answer is in the Bible.
Yes, bro.
God told us why. And we about to read it. Read on.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So God said, I'm going to do what?
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Who did you have to become a servant to? Your people, your ancestors. To the Europeans, to the
That's right.
conquistadors, right? Who do we have to become servants to?
Black people.
No, who do we have to serve? Nope. Who do we have to serve, meaning work for, like pick cotton for, etc., etc. You say you don't like to. Why you don't like to say it? Then Christ say you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Why are we afraid to speak the truth? You know why, sis? You know why? That show you that slavery is important because it's still affecting you. That's post-traumatic slave disorder right there. The same fear that was in the slaves in the field speaking about master and getting caught, that's the same fear you got subconsciously. And you went never on a plantation. Right. That's how powerful slavery was in destroying our people. And they knew it would last in our membrane for generations and generations. They knew that. That's why they did it how they did it, sis. And that's why you speaking how you speak. You shouldn't be afraid to say the truth. It's facts.
That's right.
White people enslaved us.
That's right.
That's who did it. That's who stole the land from them and enslaved them. That's who brought you on ships and sold you here and enslaved you.
That's right.
The white man. That's the truth. And what did God call them?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So what did God call those people? He said we're going to serve who? The enemies.
That's right.
The enemies. You understand? So, I don't know about y'all, but do y'all know anybody outside of this sign that had to serve their enemies? And watch it get a little bit more specific. Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which you knew not. So, do you know anybody outside of this sign that had to serve their enemies in the land that they knew not before they were taken there captive? Who outside of that sign fit there? Nobody. So who is this Bible talking about? This Bible is your history book, your photo book. You understand? What? Go to chapter 14, verse 2. Then I'm going to give it back to you, bro. I'm finna show y'all something. Not only do it describe your history, it describes what you look like. But it actually give you your tribe. It give you your identity. You see on this sign, right? Y'all say y'all black. Who on the right side of black Americans, what did it say God called y'all, the biblical name? Judah. You think we just pulled that out of hat? Like, oh, we gonna call black people Judah and all that? Or is that based on the Bible? It's based on, I'm finna show you though. I'm finna show you, watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So who is this verse talking about? The tribe of Judah, right? Judah. Read.
They are black.
What did it say about Judah?
They are black.
What did it say about Judah?
They are black.
So y'all telling me y'all pinky promise your pastor never read y'all that before?
No.
Bring it up.
I would be mad. I would be very disappointed. I've been black this whole time, and I ain't know that I'm God chosen people. When he clearly say they black.
So you mean tell me that we are Jews?
We are Judah. The same tribe that Jesus Christ came from. That's why the scriptures say he was dark skinned with woolly hair. That's your people. Y'all come from the same lineage. But you know what happened? You discontinue from your heritage. Because you provoked God to anger with your wickedness. We broke God's commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word